ask a key question, which I'm sure you know about the Casper behavior. Okay, so we need to find out the events from the beginning up until you guys went on the
Oh
show.
my
Give us
gosh.
give us the timeline of those 6 years. Give us eventful timeline and what happened.
Okay, so basically, I got on Tinder right after a breakup, after like a 3-year relationship with a man that I was very in love with.
Oh,
And I got on there like the day after we broke up. And I met Mike.
okay.
And we went on a date. We stayed on that date like 3 hours. It was so nice. I mean, we talked all day, every day. And I knew I wanted to be with him, but I was still in love with this man. I was in a breakup to makeup type situation. I was with that.
Mm.
I lived with that man. Like we were in love. And
Oh,
it was just hard for me to just
to break
completely
away.
disconnect and say, F you, I'm going to go be with this man I just met on Tinder.
Mm.
So
I get you.
I just I struggled with that for a minute. So I think Mike and I were together like maybe 3 months before I went back to my ex. And then
Mm.
I probably stayed there for like a month because that relationship was over, but I was like doing too much. And so Mike and I connected again. He let me back in his life. I think we were together for a year that time.
Okay.
And then he had to move. So he was moving to a different city for a better
Oh,
job opportunity. And I'm really bad with long term dating.
I can
So,
understand. Me
I
too.
mean, long distance dating.
Hmm.
So, yeah, after he moved, I'm in Atlanta. I was kind of going on dates, doing my own thing. And I didn't like feeling like I was constantly waiting for somebody to come back in town. Like, I felt like
Mm.
he would go out of the city and then I would just be waiting till the next time he came back. And I didn't like being in that kind of place. So
Mm.
I ghosted him again. And I was bad at that time. I was bad with like telling people things that I knew were going to hurt their feelings. So I would just kind of not tell you anything. So I just disappeared.
Mm.
And
Wait,
then
wait,
I
wait,
tried
wait,
to, I
wait,
actually,
wait, wait. What? What? No, 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 no. Go. You ain't gonna breeze over that. You ain't gonna breeze over that. Say that last part again. Mm-hmm.
I was kind of bad with telling people things that might hurt their feelings.
Okay. So is that, and that
I
caused
wanted
you
to
to?
avoid it.
Okay, okay. I hear you. Go on. Continue the story. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was so wrong. Oh, I would hate when somebody did that to me. But yeah. So, yeah. So he was there doing his job, whatever. And then I dated for like another 6 months, and I found that
Uh-huh.
everybody was horrible, and I really loved Mike, and I wanted to be back with him. So I tried to get him back, and he was just like, no. Like, girl, no.
Oh.
I will never. We even went on a trip together because I think he was trying to figure out if he wanted to move to Houston or something like that. And we flew there together. I was trying to seduce him, y'all. I had on all my sexy clothes and, all that good stuff. I was trying to seduce him. He was not even, he didn't want to touch me for too long. Like, he was like, we
Okay.
are friends. So he ends up moving to DC instead of Houston for another job and meets another girl. They date, they get engaged, and we were friends the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And that falls apart, not because of me, because of whatever they
Mm.
had going on. And he came back to Atlanta, and we got back together then.
Okay, okay, okay. I want to home in on the two ghosting parts, because that's what everybody wants to find
Okay.
out. So, Shay, the very first ghosting part, obviously, because in fact, let me take you even further back before then. You said you were dating someone before for 3 years. Why did that
Yeah.
not? If you don't mind sharing, you don't have to. Why
Yeah.
did it not work out for you in that particular relationship?
Our personalities were so different. He
Mm,
was very like introvert, reserved, and didn't want to have any friends, didn't want to have people over the house. Very just quiet, nice. Well, he wasn't really nice, but he was just very just private. And
okay.
I wanted to party and go out and have friends everywhere and go on couples trips and dates and stuff like that. And it never came to fruition.
Okay. So he was never really outgoing enough for you and doing activities and stuff like that. Is that what you mean? Okay. You love
And see,
you.
that's why it was so hard to like just break off because I was like, well, he didn't really do
Do
anything.
anything.
Like, but he just doesn't have the personality I want.
Okay. No, okay, I get that. I get that. And so what for you was going through your mind when you
Yeah.
decided to go back then, when you know, were starting to date or starting to be with Michael? What, or sorry, I don't know if you were at the time been going, but what made you go back? What was drawing you back there?
Damn, I was just like, he loves me. I love him. Maybe I just need to, because I've always kind of struggled with me being a party girl. I've always wanted to be like more serious and more dedicated to work and like just stop drinking and stop partying. So I felt like maybe I needed to be with him to like calm it down and hone it in. So I kept trying. I mean, that was an on and off relationship for so long, but I finally just gave up.
Okay. And then the second time when you ghosted, was that just did you just ghost in general, or did you ghost with somebody else?
No, that was in general.
Okay.
Now I did end up trying it with my ex again, but
Girl.
I didn't ghost. I didn't ghost because of my ex. I
I get you.
ghosted because it was long distance and I couldn't do
Okay.
it.
I get you saying. Okay, that makes a bit more sense. I think we can hear that. Do you know what I'm saying? Because that
Yeah.
was that was an issue that was on the show, I guess, between you two. I think he mentioned about how that was contributing towards his emotional unavailability. I mean,
Yeah.
how did you feel having to deal with Michael's emotional or lack of emotional availability? It seemed towards yourself.
I felt like that was really hard because I couldn't understand it. And I know people feel some type of way about me, whatever, whatever, but I just felt like, okay, I'm back now and I'm serious. So give me your heart again. Be who you were in the beginning, and let's just pick it up where we left off.
Mm.
So
Why did
I
you
didn't like it though.
did, why because obviously for you, obviously you like the way you just put it then, it's like what goes through your mind, because obviously you're thinking, well, let's just make it work, like it is what it is, right? But from like when we see on the show and stuff, it's like almost like you didn't understand that there's an emotional, this is emotional for the brother, because obviously you've ghosted in the past. He may not
Yeah.
fully trust you. And at one point you was like, well, you just need to get over it. You just need to get over it. Like, what? Why? I mean, I don't know if, I'm sure Dr. Cope always spoke about it, but what for you was making you think in that particular way that you weren't able to, I guess, maybe identify emotionally that this was a emotional subject for the person?
I just feel like it wasn't that big of a deal. Like the first time we had only been dating for a short period of time, like maybe 2 or 3 months. Then maybe the second time was a big deal. But even then, if you really wanted me, then maybe you would have stayed in the same city with me. I know you had a better opportunity, but find it here. So I don't know. I just feel like when I'm over stuff, people just need to come with me. Like, let's just forget about it. We're really good together. And if you're going to take me back, then let's get over it. I feel like a man in that situation, because you know how men, like, they'll
Yep.
cheat and then the woman will be still harping over it, but she's still there. It's like, if you're gonna take me back, then let's move forward.